Greetings, Star Trek Fleet Commanders. I am the Angry Rhino. Today's video is Faction Hunt. See my ships entering the system, and let me go and show you the event and show you as soon as the thing cooperates that I have 0 points. And let's back out and start killing things. Faction Hunt is one of the oldest events there is. Now, if I remember correctly, they used to run it more. Closer to once a week instead of once a month. But several people voiced their opinion that they didn't like how often it ran. And of course, the Zoom wants to. God damn, I hate this Zoom bullshit. Alright, let's try going back into the system, see if that fixes it. No, of course not. Way to screw with my damn video, you stupid ass game. Alright, that Zoom is going to drive me nuts, so I'm going to reset the game. If you look in the little event bucket, I guess if you call it, and notice the scoring. Hitting higher hostiles doesn't really benefit you that much. Yes, you do get more points, but in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't give you that many more points to hit higher hostiles. Yes, it may give you, 2 or 3 more. But if you need 1,000 points, that's not a whole lot. It would benefit you more to hit smaller hostiles than you normally do, and therefore be able to kill more of them. Alright, now, of course I had to reset the game, so it's going to screw with the timing a little bit, which is very frustrating. Dumbass game can't cooperate with me. Wants to be a jackass about shit. Stupid ass game. So here's me in this system hitting lower hostiles than I normally hit. You notice the Pilum has Kang on it. I have Kang, Kuran, and Khan. Going for speed here. That's why the Kuran. But I'm also hitting interceptors, so that's the Kang. Kang and Kuran, there's synergy there. You got Kang's officer ability for accuracy, good against interceptors, which is what I'm fighting here. And Khan for damage. Now, Valdor has, again, hitting interceptors with an Explorer, so new Spock, along with Claw and Una for speed. So one of the complaints about Faction Hunt is it takes too long. So if you hit smaller, you can put more speed crew on and they go faster. Notice I also use 2 ships, also makes it go faster. If you only have 1 ship in a system attacking hostiles, the total number of hostiles you can hit in a said period of time is going to be less, obviously. But I understand that some of you don't have as big of ships as I do, but the theory is still going to work. You have many options to increase your speed, and especially if you're hitting lower, you may not need to use Pike and Moreau and Chen or Talon or the Strange New World people, at least in full synergy anyway. Because you'll be able to kill the hostiles just because your ship and your research is naturally powerful enough. Another complaint about Faction Hunt is the rep. You don't want to go and get negative rep with certain factions because they're the factions that you're trying to grind for. Well, for the Klingons and the Romulans, there are systems where, as you can see, rep isn't a factor. I'm not exactly sure the whole story behind it, but these Klingons that don't give out rep are in Romulan space, and the Romulans that don't give out rep are in Klingon space. I guess it's something to do about a war they had at one time, I think. Don't really remember. But you go into these systems, you kill a bunch of them, and you don't lose rep. Yes, you don't gain rep, but you won't lose it. So let's turn off the battle view just to see where my progress is. I need about 1,300 points, and I'm about halfway there already. The 2-ship process is something I've been using for a long time. I get, depending on your level, you only have so many docks, but I think the rewards are just too good for Faction Hunt. I mean, you got faction credit, you got materials, you got officer XP. Yeah, I'm doing all of them. I always do. There is another way to score. You can tier up faction ships. That can be difficult because if you're using your materials, you don't want to use them without a leaderboard present, so it can be difficult. But at the same time, you could potentially use your materials during a leaderboard and then just wait to tier the ship up, actually. Actually hit the tier up button. Yes, depending on the ship, you'll be without the ship. But say, hypothetically, it's a ship that you're only using because you want to scrap it. You want to do a max and scrap. So put all the materials on and then don't tier it up because you don't actually need it to play with it, You're just using it for materials. So it is an option. And yes, I probably will not fast forward this video in editing because I want you to see how long it takes me to do it. And hopefully show you with the right crews and hitting the right level of hostiles for you, it really can go faster for you. Let's check the progress again. See where I'm at. I'm already at 1,100. Not even 10 minutes in. And I only need to get 200 more points. Yeah. This is going to go pretty fast. That shows you what having 2 ships in a system hitting the hostiles does, and also speed crews, which is another reason. I mean, hitting lower, right? I can get away with that because I don't need a really good grinding crew because my research and my ships are doing most of the work. The banners are having trouble keeping up with me. Getting close now. almost 1,300. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm definitely outpacing the banners, I think, so I don't even know where I'm at, really. Oh, I'm at 1,354. That's really close. I might be done. Let's see what this hit gets me. As you can see, the only banners showing up are the ones that told me I get to kill and the one that is the Alliance leaderboard. So what does that mean? It means I'm done. Let's take a look. How long did that take me? Even with the game reset. Look at that. First High Council skirmisher I hit was 10 minutes ago. 10 minutes. I understand if you don't like Faction Hunt and you want to voice your opinion, complain, if you will, about, the things you don't like. It takes too long. Rep this, such and such and such and such. But time's not a factor here. It took me 10 minutes. And let's see what rewards I got. They do vary from levels. But yes, it's only 96 4-star uncommon gas, but more than I had for only 10 minutes of work. 792,000 officer XP. Yeah, that's a pretty good reward for 10 minutes. 1,500 ultra recruit tokens. 1,600 Federation credits. Yes, you do gain some. I gained Federation reputation there, and I lost some Klingon reputation. But if you do all three, all cancels out. So, not really an issue there. Yes, you spent X amount of minutes grinding and you didn't get any reputation. Or you lost a few because you'll go kill the Romulans with no reputation, and you'll kill the Klingons with no reputation. And like the dickheads that made this game do, screwed the people that want to go kill Federations. Okay. That's something we got to ask on our ask for list. Federation hostiles for no rep. Show you the position of these. The Klingons are right here in low-level Romulan space, and the Romulans are right across the border here in these systems here. Now, another trick you can use is everybody has their daily run for, the dailies to kill their faction hostiles. Well, what faction is it that you go kill? Do you go kill Romulans? Well, don't kill Romulans until your normal time of grinding for your dailies. So count that as you're not doing anything extra. So really you only have to do 2 extra runs. Because the one you would do anyway. So I guess the short answer is they're great rewards as far as I'm concerned. If you don't think the rewards are good enough, that is perfectly okay. You're allowed to think that. I think they're great. Only takes me 10 minutes per faction. So I'm going to do them all. And I'm going to ask you that if you still don't like Faction Hunt, please don't ask for the Overlords to get rid of Faction Hunt. Please. I like it. I want to keep it. I don't necessarily want to sit here on a video and tell you I hate that some of you complain about Faction Hunt and ask for it to be removed, because you are entitled to that. But same point, I kind of do, because I really like the rewards and I want the event to run more, not less. More. Because I need officer credit. I mean, officer, what do they call it now? Officer XP. Comment below. Do you like Faction Hunt? Or do you hate it? How long does it take you to do each run? Do you use these no reputation hostiles? We have a new arc that is supposed to drop Tuesday morning, at least for me here on the East Coast. So be sure to like and subscribe so you can get alerts for when those videos drop. Probably going to be a lot more. I definitely, haven't done as many in between arcs. That's because there's not a whole lot going on. But it'll pick up a little bit this week. So make sure you're notified. I am the Angry Rhino. Shields up, Commanders.